ball.
The first official baseball game was played in 1846 between the New York Knickerbockers and the New York Nines. Both teams were cricket teams using the Knickerbocker rules. Then later on, in 1871, the National Association of Professional Baseball Players was established as the sport's first major league. 5 years later, in 1876, Chicago businessman William Hobart formed the National League of Professional Baseball Clubs to replace the National Association. First Major League Baseball player was Moses Fleetwood Walker, who was also historically credited as the first black man to play in the MLB. The MLB was formed in 1903, merging the two professional baseball leagues, the National League and the American League. The Cincinnati Red Stockings were the first ever MLB team. Members of this team would go on to form a club that still plays ball today, the Atlanta Braves.
Here's what Mr. Grizzolano had to say about who his favorite baseball player is and why.
My favorite baseball player of all time is definitely Robin Yount, Milwaukee Brewer. The reason I like him, obviously, because he's one of the greats, but also, as far as I know, he's the only player ever to come right out of high school to go right to the majors and play his whole career on one team.
New 2023 MLB rule changes. After receiving the ball from the catcher, umpire pitchers are required to begin their motion within 15 seconds with the bases empty, or within 20 seconds with the runners on base. Hitters must be in the batter's box and ready for the pitch by the time the clock reaches 8 seconds.
I like the fact that there's a pitch clock. I mean, it's going to speed up the games.
The MLB has added 3 inches to the base. The reason behind the rule change is the player's safety. Having larger bases, especially at first base, should cut down on the number of collisions or the amount of defenders are stepped on by runners. It provides more space for both players. Shift rule in the MLB. 2 infielders must be positioned on each side of the second base when the pitch is released, and all 4 infielders need to have both feet within the outer boundary of the infield when the pitcher is on the mound. They may not switch sides unless there is a substitute.
That shift is not a good idea to remove, because if you're a professional hitter or athlete or whatever you're in, you should be able to hit.
This offseason, there were a ton of big free agent signings. A team that made a big splash was the Cubs, who got both Dansby Swanson and Cody Bellinger to help out with their batting and fielding. Aroldis Chapman went to the Royals and Noah Syndergaard went to the Dodgers. Former AL Cy Young winner Justin Verlander went to the Mets, and Carlos Rodon went to the Yankees. Trey Turner is going to the Phillies to help create a super team, and Xander Bogaerts is going to the Padres. The biggest signing was Jacob deGrom going to the Rangers. This is going to create some super teams this season. There are a couple of exciting young rookies that are performing exceptionally well this spring training. This will cause for an exciting Rookie of the Year race. Some of the big-name rookies are Jared Kelenic, who already hit 3 home runs, Justin Fosque, who is batting .375 with 2 home runs, and Brewers' upcoming star rookie Garrett Mitchell, who's hitting .444 with 2 home runs. And finally, Ronnie Mauricio, who has hit 3 home runs and is batting .375.
Player that the Dodgers signed was probably Noah Syndergaard.
What about Gateway Cafe? I heard they have some really good food. Yeah, let's go. Do you know what food Gateway Cafe has?
Are you wondering what the hours are?
Do you want to know some facts about Gateway Cafe?
Let's start with what kind of food they have.
Some people describe Gateway as delicious, low prices, and great service. Gateway is mostly known for their breakfast meals, but they also serve dinner. Some breakfast items they have are pancakes, eggs, bacon, sausage, waffles, and other sides. Some lunch foods they have are mac and cheese, chicken tenders, hot and ham, and cheese sandwich, corn dogs, hot dog, and other basic lunch foods.
Pancakes with chocolate chips and whipped cream.
The Gateway Cafe is located in Kewaskum, Wisconsin. More specifically, the Gateway Cafe is located on 1041 Fond du Lac Avenue, Highway 45. It is located next to the Little Folk Schoolhouse. The hours for the Gateway Cafe on Wednesday, Thursday, and Monday are 7 a.m. to 6. On Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday, they close at 1 and open at 7 a.m. On Fridays, they close at 7 p.m. They are always hiring. A few positions are a waitress, a cook, or a dishwasher.
Hi, I'm going to try the Gateway Cafe. I haven't been there yet, but when I go, I'm going to try something for breakfast, like waffles or pancakes.
Gateway Cafe is an amazing restaurant. It has a 4.4-star rating and rated number 3 out of 12 restaurants in Kewaskum. It's ran by Matt Seefeld. It was built in 1958 and originally owned by Helen Lauders. Gateway Cafe is also a supporting business. They have a booth that you can put donations in to help support the FFA. They also do delivery, pickup, and catering. I
highly recommend Gateway Cafe.
That was really good.
Yeah, if you're looking for somewhere to eat, try Gateway Cafe.
Hola. Hi. Good.
Are you guys doing anything after school today?
I'm gonna go play tennis. I need a new tennis partner. Will you be my new tennis partner? Yeah.
There are so many amazing tennis players in the world, but the top player right now is Novak Djokovic. He has a total of 6,980 points. He is a Serbian, which is another way to say he is Mexican. He also is the only male tennis player to hold the record of 4 Grand Slams. The best female tennis player in the world is Serena Williams. She is 41 years old and she has 23 Grand Slams playing singles. Serena Williams was born in Saginaw, Michigan, but was raised in Los Angeles, where she learned tennis from her father on public courts. She turned professional in 1995 when she was 14 years old and still remains number 1 in the world for females.
I played tennis my first 2 years of college. I went to UWWC in West Bend. I was average at best.
In Kewaskum, we don't have any nearby tennis gyms. In Jackson, they have the Pleasant Valley Tennis and Fitness Club. They have an indoor and outdoor tennis courts. Another great location to practice at, but is a little farther away, is Elite Sports Club Brookfield. They have indoor tennis practice courts. They have tiny courts outside, but customers say they prefer the indoor ones. Luke Grover said that he likes tennis because it's a good way to interact with peers.
I play tennis because I enjoy playing the sport and it's a good way to interact with peers.
Espero que te diviertas en estos gimnasios.
Summer tours for tennis in Kewaskum where the girls and boys tennis in high school that they can join as a freshman. The boys tennis starts on March 27th. Tennis for the girls starts on August 9th. Also remember it's better to join a sport in middle school or your first year of high school. So if you're interested in tennis, start practicing or worrying now.
I just play tennis because I enjoy the sport. I think it's fun to get out there and just play a few matches. It's just enjoyable to me.
Oh my god!
The first Domino's opened in 1960 in Ypsilanti, Michigan, and in 1983 the first international Domino's was in Winnipeg, Canada, and in 1986 the Noid showed up in its first commercial. Domino's made a video game for the NES called Yo Noid on March 16th, 1990.
Little Caesars was created in May of 1959. Mike Lynch, an ex-baseball player, was the founder and creator of the fast food chain Little Caesars.
Favorite pizza? It's Little Caesars.
Because it got pepperoni.
pepperoni, the $5 one. Just put some pepperoni on that bad boy, and you're ready to go. You can eat that sports parties, Christmas parties, Halloween
Little
parties.
Caesars is famous for two different types of pizza, one being the deep dish and the other being the $5 hot and ready pizza.
I like Little Caesars. I like the $5 special.
Mike and his wife Marion invested their life savings into their first Little Caesar restaurant in a strip mall in Garden City, Michigan. The overall rating for Little Caesars is a 4.4-star rating, while its other competitors, Domino's, received an average rating of 2.05 stars.
Michelinos has 3 locations, one in Saukville, one in Kewaskum, and the last one in West Bend. Michelinos was founded in 2008 by Mike and Debbie Herbert. They opened all 3 locations in 2008, but they rented the West Bend location out until recently when they moved into a new location still in West Bend. The Michelinos menu has a lot of food, from calzones to salads to wings, but their favorite item is easily pizza.
What should we do? I think we should go to West Bend and go to new stores.
Which ones?
All of them, and we should eat at Chick-fil-A.
There are a lot of new stores in West Bend. There are Old Navy, Home Goods, Sierra, Five Below, Dunham Sports, and Big Lots.
91% of people said they have shopped in West Bend, and 9% said they have not. Old Navy opened on November 9th of 2022. The store is meant for clothing and always has a ton of sales. The hours of the store is from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Old Navy was a great clothing store to add to West Bend. We interviewed Cece Broughton to get her thoughts on Old Navy.
My hair store is Old Navy because they have a lot of good clothes.
Five Below opened on November 19th on Main Street, West Bend, where Shopko used to be. Five Below sells a lot of stuff, but just a few things you can get there are games, candy and beverages, room decor and storage, and smartphone accessories. Five Below is a popular store because they sell trending items for less than $5 or sometimes not over $25 depending on what you buy.
I like how they had candy for really cheap.
Next is Home Goods. Home Goods was added on November 19th of 2022. Home Goods is a great place to go if you need new decorations for your home. They have items for bathrooms, bedrooms, living rooms, kitchens, and more. Home Goods is open from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. If you ever need somewhere to go for fun for decorations, head to Home Goods. Mrs. Kaziboski gave us her thoughts on Home Goods.
I like Home Goods because they have really good smelling candles.
Sierra also opened on November 19th on Main Street, West Bend, in the same outlet as Five Below, Home Goods, and Big Lots. Sierra typically sells outdoor fitness and adventure gear and apparel, along with footwear, clothing, and home decor. Miss Skelton told us about her thoughts on Sierra.
Did go to Sierra during some of my Christmas shopping. I recommend having extra time when you go there because kind of like TJ Maxx or Marshalls, you need some time to go through the rack.
Dunham's is a sports and retail store with locations in the Midwest and Southeast parts of the U.S. They sell athletic equipment, clothes, and shoes. It is located near Walmart and Old Navy in West Bend. It is open from 9 to 9. Delia told us her thoughts about Dunham Sports.
It has a really big selection, and the store is really big, and it kind of reminds me of Shields, except Shields is better.
Big Lots is a furniture and decor store near Five Below in Sierra. They are known for selling furniture, mattresses, rugs, and nightstands at a cheap and affordable price. They have great deals weekly with some things, and even more discounts when you become a member. Their hours are 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Now that you know some of the new stores in West Bend, if you're bored or need to go on a shopping trip, head to these new stores.
If you're missing something, check out the Lost and Found.
Spring break is a week that everybody likes and what we'll be talking about today.
The history of spring break, what people do and why they like it.
The coming of spring has been celebrated as far as history has been recorded, but spring break actually started when Fort Lauderdale built Florida's first Olympic-sized pool in 1928, and MGM released Where the Boys Are in 1960. After both events, Fort Lauderdale became a famous spot for spring break.
Spring break, I usually just stay on my property. If it's a dry year where there's no snow, I usually go dirt biking. If there's not, I'll go out shed hunting. That's why I like it, because it's fun and it's just a reason to get out of school.
The U.S. has spring breaks for kids so that they can get a break from school and responsibilities before finals. Dr. Masana's opinion that it's a great time to mentally decompress and have a great time to catch up with anything that might require more focus.
Spring break is awesome. I love having that little bit of a break in the middle of that spring weather so you can get outside, you can enjoy things, you can do some spring cleanup.
Since students would have a break, they will do better on their studies in school after spring break.
Every year, me and my family go down to South Carolina. We rent a house out down there and we swim and hang out on the beach.
Most people, when they go on spring break, clean, party, or just hang out at their house. Some people go on vacation. Kyle Haim told us about how he goes on.
I went to Florida and I went fishing.
Other people said they like spring break because it is when the weather starts getting nice.
I like spring break because it's when the weather starts getting nice and it's a little... Some of the things that I like to do on spring break is I like to go on vacation, and it's time for me to get the golf clubs out and get outdoors and start.
Happy spring break, everyone.
Hey, do you want to go to Coffee Corner? We kind of go there all the time. We should try somewhere new. We could try the new bakery in town called Daisy Sweet Treats. Yeah, their food sounds really good.
Daisy Sweet Treats is now in the place of what used to be Candy Tree here in Kewaskum. It is a bakery that has a variety of different desserts and bakery items that you can choose from. As of this moment, the bakery hours are not set day-to-day hours since she's still taking the time to get everything together. You can find the updates on when she's open on our Facebook page. Mrs. Schultz told us if she would like to go to the bakery or not.
I am really excited to try the cookies. They look so pretty. I haven't been there yet, but I'm really excited to try them.
Dana Jacobson told us what she likes about the bakery.
The thing I like about it is like it's really homey and like very like hometown oriented, I guess.
Daisy Sweet Treats has lots of bakery options. Their selection changes all the time along with flavors that are offered for them. Some of her menu items are a variety of cookies, cake pops, protein bites, cupcakes, Rice Krispie treats, brownies, peanut butter balls, drop cookies, along with custom orders for cakes and cookies.
So far I've loved everything I've tried from there. Right now I don't have any recommendations. I just hope she keeps some of her decorated cookies on hand more often.
The owner also occasionally bakes holiday-themed treats and gluten-free cookies. One of her cookie flavors is Daisy's Delights. They are a sugar cookie with coconut, walnut, Rice Krispies, and oatmeal. And if you are planning on getting a custom order, the prices are $24 per dozen cookies. Any other amount ordered, the price can differ.
I think their menu is still a little small, but they're still growing, so eventually they'll get.
A lot of people left good reviews. Many recommended their cookies and protein bites. The customer service there was amazing, and the owner, Jamie, made sure you had everything you needed. The most popular items there are their sugar cookies and some of their cupcakes.
I personally love her cutout cookies. I've actually ordered them a lot for my kids for different type of events, for graduation, celebrating any type of life things.
Mrs. Yandre told us that she loves the custom cookies and that they're perfect for any event. Autumn Randall gave us her opinion on the bakery and if it'll get popular over time.
I think it needs the word to get out how good the bakery is.
You can visit this bakery. They will officially be open in April and will have everything in stock. On Saturday, it will be open from 11 to 2 and Sunday 10 to 12. Daisy Sweet Treats has lots of bakery options. Their selection changes all the time along with flavors that are offered for them. Some of her menu items are a variety of cookies, cake pops, protein bites, cupcakes, Rice Krispie treats, brownies, peanut butter balls, drop cookies, along with custom orders for cakes and cookies. Daisy Sweet Treats is now in the place of what used to be Candy Tree here in Kewaskum. It is a bakery that has a variety of different desserts and bakery items that you can choose from. As of this moment, the bakery hours are not set day-to-day hours since she is still taking the time to get everything together. You can find the updates on when she's open on her Facebook page.
I know. I know Victoria's Secret. I came in like a wrecking ball.
That boy's a liar. That boy's a liar. That's.
You know what I'm thinking. See it in your eyes. I hear that you want me. Hate it when you cry. Okay.
Then I can't do anything.
Marcus, just start walking. Just start walking.
Let's